Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm gonna do my November movie wrap up. I watched 13 movies in November, I think, if I can count. So this video, I know already, is gonna last forever. There's gonna be a lot of editing, and I'm gonna try to be as brief as possible. I suck at that, so let's see how that goes. Let's just get started. The first movie I watched in November was Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, which was the first movie I watched in October as well. I had more time to sit back and think about the different things in this movie this time. I fairly enjoyed the movie. It's not the best movie ever, but it's not the worst movie ever. Again, I give this movie like 3.5 or maybe 3 stars out of 5. The next movie I then watched was The Purge, and this movie basically is that we are in the future of America, and one day each year, in like 24 hours, it is allowed to go and like purge yourself. It is allowed to go out and kill people and just do whatever you want, basically. Just like there's certain weapons you can't use. It's about this family that sort of gets attacked, and I just thought the idea was so good. I've been looking forward to watch this movie for so long, but the characters were acting so strange. The movie just was so annoying because I got so mad. I just genuinely actually didn't like it. I thought it was gonna be good because I heard good things, but it was so illogical and annoying. But idea was really good, points for that. So I would give this movie like 2 out of 5 stars. The next movie I then watched was Finding Dory, and considering the fact that Finding Nemo came out like 10 years ago is really weird because then I feel really old. I remember watching Finding Nemo so many times when I was a kid and I loved it so much. And now that I watched Finding Dory, it was just as cute as Finding Nemo. It is actually a sequel that sort of works. They had the spirit of Finding Nemo, and I found myself enjoying the movie a lot. I thought it was so funny and cute, and I just generally thought it was a successful sequel. And also they are like freaking lucky, seriously though. 4 out of 5 stars. The next movie I then watched was The Secret Life of Pets. We see loads of different pets in this building in New York, how they like act when their owners go to work or whatever. The pets were really cute and funny. It is about this dog, which I can't remember the name of, but his owner gets a new dog and he thought his life was so perfect and he really liked it. And then when this new dog shows up, he's not really happy about it. Then they bond in this big nice adventure. It is really typical animation-ish movie, but it's really sweet as well. So I liked it, it was funny, but again, it's like when you see so many animation movies like that, it's sort of like it touches you, but it's like you've seen it before, if you know what I mean. But I definitely give this movie like 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was successful and I really enjoyed it. The next movie I then watched was The Longest Ride with Britt Robertson. I love Britt Robertson, okay? Is that how you say her name? Whatever. This is a movie based on a Nicholas Sparks novel, and if you're familiar with Nicholas Sparks novels, they go in for the same thing. It's like love and love. It is about this girl, she's in college and she loves art, and then she meets this guy who is like a professional bull rider, which was really interesting because, you know, I don't know a lot about bull riding, and then drama happened between them. But what was most interesting about this movie was that they saved this old man in an accident, and then this old man sort of shares his story with Britt's character, and that was the most interesting part of this movie because we got these really nice scenes with this old man's past. I lived for those scenes though, but the movie was so freaking long, and like the love story in the present day really didn't interest me, and I was just like, this is cliche, but at the same time it was a bit touching. It's not a bad movie ultimately, it's just typical and a bit meh. I would give this movie like 2 out of 5 stars. It was enjoyable, but it wasn't really fantastic. The next movie I then watched was The Impossible, or as the original title was, Low Impossible. This is about a family in Thailand under the tsunami, I can't pronounce any words today, and how they like what happens with them and how they survive it, and it is based on a true story with a real family from Spain. I don't know what to say about this movie. I heard a lot about it when it came out and I always wanted to watch it, so now I did. I enjoyed it, okay? It was a really good movie. It was so well acted. I really felt for the family. I can't really say any more than that. It was a good, well-made movie. I liked it, okay? I would give it like 3 out of 5 stars. The next movie I then watched was Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is the newest Marvel Cinematic Universe movie with Benedict freaking Cumberbatch as the main character, as Doctor Strange. He was wonderful. This movie was so much fun. Totally one of my new Marvel Cinematic Universe favorites. I just love Benedict Cumberbatch. He was amazing and the movie's plot was interesting. It really expanded the universe and it was funny and I think it stood really well on its own. I wasn't like obsessed with setting up 5 new movies that some of the others were. I am giving this 4.5 out of 5 stars. Definitely one of the favorites I watched this month. The next movie I then watched was The Witch, which is a scary movie or like a horror movie. It is about this really Christian family in like old days. I don't know when in old days because I'm stupid. And I think they are like banned to like live alone out by the woods. And I talk about this witch and it's not really scary. It doesn't have jump scares. It doesn't have like bad character. It's just really disturbing and the atmosphere of the movie was so great. I just had really trouble and sometimes understanding what they were saying in the movie. I really wish I watched it subtitled because the dialogue just disappeared sometimes for me. It was really well acted. It was so convincing that they were where they were and the family dynamics were so great. This was a really, really different movie. I just thought the experience was great. It was creepy. It was like, the atmosphere was just so great. I always said that before. I would give this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I want to watch it again with subtitles so I can get all the dialogue in my brain. And it was a really interesting movie. The next movie I then watched was The Little Mermaid. This is definitely, of course, a rewatch. Me and my best friend were feeling a little down that day, so we watched The Little Mermaid to become happy. The Little Mermaid is, of course, one of my favorite Disney movies. What can I say? It's a classic. It's amazing. Watch Disney movies always. Rewatch them 5 million times. Doesn't matter. It's great. What can I like rate The Little Mermaid? Is that even possible? I would give it 4 out of 5, 4.5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Who knows? I then watched KUBO and the 2 Strings. I heard a lot of things about this movie. I never got to see it in the cinema, so I'm really glad I got to watch it now. And this type of animation, I just love it so much. I love this movie. It was touching and I thought the culture was interesting. This movie touched my heart. Again though, the animation touching heart thing, getting a bit old, but this movie was so enjoyable, so it's fine. So I would give this from 3.5 to 4 out of 5 stars. The next movie I then watched was a rewatch again, and that was Me Before You with Emilia Clarke and Sam Claflin. And it was really enjoyable, but I just sort of feel like it doesn't have that spark as it has in a book. But if you probably heard about Me Before You, I do recommend you watching it. It is a really well-made movie. But the book was definitely better. Give the movie 4 out of 5 stars. The movie I then watched was the Duchess. Can't pronounce it, with Keira Knightley. That's how I say her name, but okay. And this is basically about this Duchess back in the days. It is based on a real story and she had an affair against her husband, which is like hush those days. You can't have affairs, especially women can't speak. And it was basically about her life and how she dealt with all the things, and like she was a really beloved woman as well. So I love these days. I love to watch movies about these back in the days things, and it was interesting, but it was a bit long and I got a bit poop after a while. Didn't like it though, but it wasn't like the best movie ever, but it was interesting and I would give it 3 out of 5 stars. And the next movie that I watched this month, we are coming to an end soon, was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And this is the new Harry Potter movie. Can we call it a Harry Potter movie? Sure we can, because it's in the Harry Potter world, or J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World. And the Redmayne, I can't pronounce his last name. It's so great. I loved him. And he was so great in his movie, and I'm so looking forward to watch more movies with him. And his movie was just so much fun. I see flaws in it. Of course I do, but I still loved it. It was like a prequel I never knew I wanted, but now I want it. Really loved the movie. 4 out of 5 solid stars. And the last movie I watched this month, I mean last month because we're in a new month now, was Twilight. Haven't rewatched Twilight in quite some time, and my best friend who doesn't like Twilight, she's gonna like Twilight, paid her to watch it with me. We're gonna watch the whole franchise. It is so much fun. And it is so fun to watch this movie now because it's so funny sometimes. At the same time I get all the Twilight feels. I can't rate this movie because if I give it a high rating, I sound like I think this movie is the really good, which I know it isn't. But I love it. So how do I rate it? After my feelings or after how I know in my brain it is? So I won't give it a rating. I would just say that if you're a Twilighter like me, you know how I feel right now. Also, Robert Pattinson is like the bae forever. Okay guys, that was all the movies I watched in November. Please tell me down below some movies you watched and what you thought of them, if you want to, and you will see me soon in a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and you will see me soon. Did I just say that? I think I just said that. Bye.